What's up, guys? Bridge spam is back and way more annoying than it ever was. Boss Bandit is built like a tank. When it's pouncing on opponents with dashes, it powers through Valkyries, Knights, and Bowlers with its ability, making it a one-unit army, allowing it to be easier than ever to do split lane pushes. Because when opponents are struggling to deal with Boss Bandit and you're spamming other side with an evolved battle ram, they'll be wondering what they're supposed to do when they're down elixir with no answer in sight. They're demoralized and destined to take damage. And you can split evolved archers behind it to get your opponents extra angry. When they drop arrows or spells on your wall breakers and archers, the Goblin Hut will be a massive menace on defense. Because if it's not cleaned up immediately, it will swarm through with a sea of spear goblins that'll clean up their win conditions and deal even more damage on the counter push. This is played in the top 200 in the world, and I always find it refreshing to see new decks with 2 win conditions played by the best players in the game. It's time to split our opponents in 2 with our spam and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And big boss Bandit love to everyone that's supporting the channel with credit code SirTag. Okay, so first game of the video today, we're matching to someone that finished 333 in the world. That's a lot of threes, and he's a wrecking Texan. So you know what? It's always bigger in Texas, and we're about to get more value. That's what I'm thinking. So this fireball could be okay if we're not gonna die to the balloon, but I don't know. I got a zap. Oh, I was clenching. I was so unsure if that was going to work. I don't know if it was worth it, by the way. Like, sure, I was able to stop the balloon, but I dropped a fireball and a zap. So a little bit more elixir than the balloon is worth. However, I think I'm kind of okay here. It's not the worst thing to see. If I can go in for wall breakers and pull the barbarians and force more elixir from our guy, despite him being a top 300 player, he is not figuring out his spot. He's a little bit, I don't know, lanking down, sitting down. He's not got the best posture. And yeah, that's a posture check for me. You guys are gonna see my back just get super straight. I'm gonna grow a couple inches out here. Y'all too, probably. Like whenever you see someone like changing their posture, you might just be like standing up a little bit straight. Does that happen to you guys or not? Am I one and only person that does that? I'm gonna go for Boss Bandit, and I want a fireball on this, but I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, I am. I'm gonna fireball on that. That's a little bit scary. It's insane that the Boss Bandit still wins that interaction and doesn't die. I wonder if I can go for a battle ram and then go click the Boss Bandit ability. Aw, damn, that would have been sick. Does he have any way to stop the battle ram? He just arrowed a Boss Bandit. He arrowed a Boss Bandit. Yo, there's no way. We don't even need the Boss Bandit to steal from you, top 300 player. How you like them apples, bro? We're gonna go in for wall breakers and ruin your day a little bit more. So he has to spend elixir on both sides. I was just hopeful that the wizard would make its magic happen in a worst possible way. It's like a genie granting a wish, but only targeting one troop and then walking away on the other side. Sometimes my wizard does that. It's maybe because I'm slow, so then my wizard's slow, and then we're just sad together. Anyway, I know that he's gonna have balloon because we saw that, but balloon prince is insane, so I think we're better off just going archers and then dropping our boss bandit and getting that glorious charge off on the prince, nullifying its damage, and then doing dual lane pressure. So the way this deck works at higher levels of gameplay is you're able to confidently do dual lane pressure with a battle ram in one side and the boss bandit in the other, and then split your evolved archers, and that just works so well. So that's what we're going for as much as we possibly can. I could go for wall breakers here on the left side and then go for a battle ram on the right because we have counter pushing stuff on both sides now. Very difficult for this guy to defend. However, I kind of have to go for a Goblin Hide, and this might suck a little bit. He seems like he's vicious with it. He seems like he has no intention to defend at all. But if I fireball, I might be able to stand tall. Yo, are you serious right now? He only got 1 hit on my tower. Okay. Now we got to flex a little bit. We're not even going to try to just win the game. I want to straight up flex in his face. I want to take 2 towers. Oh, come on. That would have been so sick. Imagine the evolved archer sniping down the other side. That would have been awesome. Still a very dominant W for the first game of the day. We had his tower at 880 health, and he didn't even get our tower down past like 2,800. That ranked 300 player had an absurdly interesting deck, and I didn't notice that he was a top 20 win player too, but yeah, we pushed up quite a bit, and I think we're at, 3,300 in the world. I was gonna say top 3,000. Not quite there, but we're gonna get there today. All right, the storm is here. So this guy is about the only hog life, and we're ready to hog the win. So there's no shot that this guy is gonna be prepared for a battle ram. If you're gonna drop a royal giant at the bridge, you're kind of crazy, man. You're a bit of a wild child. And then the zap. Oh, you weren't ready, my guy. Pristine plays only with zaps. So if we timed that a little bit worse, then we would have gotten cooked, but fortunately that did not happen. Try to go for a Royal Ghost so we can splash onto the Fisherman. And then I think that he's just going to lose everything. I'm pretty confident that this is not going to get that much damage. Great lightning on his end. Not going to lie, that was a smart play. But at the same time, he has to deal with dual lane pressure. Also, I love that voice crack. Wasn't that scrumptious, guys? I hope y'all all comment that. I know every time I voice crack, that's what you guys do. So I'm going to get ready with another pristine zap. You guys know what's up. He is not even going to try to. He's just like, Jake, get that away from me. But we're always penciling all over the tower. We are drawing over your towers and defiling yourself to doom, my dude. So, as you guys are mighty aware, I kind of like not overcommitting on defense. So, we go Royal Ghost on his Royal Ghost, and his is toast. His Ghost is toast. I want to probably Fireball on the Witch. Fireball Zap does kill Witch, so that's a nice interaction to know. If you don't know, now you know. I'm going to do that right now. We will get some damage with our Royal Ghost, ideally. Okay, that could have been a lot better for us. If the Royal Ghost was able to hit the Witch once, then we would have been able to kill it with the Fireball, but it's still fine. It's not that much damage. The Electric Spirit will be a bit of a pain in the butt. I should have dropped the Archers a little bit higher, but I didn't want them to die to the Royal Giant, so I was a little bit scared. There's a nice medium ground where I think that the Royal Giant would have hit, and then we would have also got miraculous value with him not having the Electric Spirit on our tower too, but it is what it is. I'm gonna zap here and then screw him up again. I'm about it. Never doubt it, my guy. Oh my gosh. Are those barbs still alive? What is happening in this game? Holy. All right. All right. Unfortunately, we got to go ghost on ghost action part 2. It is cannibalism out here, and ours devours his, which is not bad for him at all because, you know, if he preserves the tower on the left, I kind of am in a sticky spot. So got to make sure that we put in more work here. Wait, did he just dip? Did dude dip potato chip? I think he did. I think he's gone. He's like, Jake, get me out of that game. You know, when you see Evolved Archers and Boss Bandit, I would probably leave too. Every time that I play against Boss Bandit, I hate the game. It's just so frustrating to face when it stays alive at 1 health and it bounces backward and then it dashes on you again. This guy was having none of it. After playing a couple games with this deck, it feels like the most dominant bridge spam deck I've played all year. Let's see if it can keep it up. All right, my guy, Lucas with the graveyard and the banner. Every single person and their mother is running a graveyard deck. And you might think, why are you not running Mother Witch? You don't necessarily need to use Mother Witch as long as you have split up archers and you get the archers in cycle for the graveyard. As long as you drop your archers like close to your king tower, sometimes like I would say 20% of the time people activate king tower. It's really funny. So I like doing that play a lot. Also, Goblin Hut is so unbelievably unfair right now. I don't think this guy is going to have graveyard, but there's a chance. I mean, we see Valkyrie and Giant Skeleton. Usually if they have the graveyard mastery in their banner, they're just trying to do it as mind games, but this guy might be doing something different. He might be flexing that he loves the card. Anyway, I'm going to go Boss Bandit here with the Spear Goblin's dead. I kind of have to apply pressure with something else. I could go for wall breakers. Wait. Boss Bandit's going to dash on the Fisherman. It's going to stay alive. It's going to dash tower. What a silly card. What did Clash Royale think with this thing? Why is it so good? It just doesn't make sense. Like that logically should not do what it just did. And I wonder, nah, the Battle Ram's not going to break through that, right? Yeah, it would have if he didn't snowball, but there was no shot he was going to let that happen after taking that uncomfortable amount of damage already. Sometimes when people take damage, they just let all the damage happen and they're like, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna all in. So thankfully he didn't do that. Kind of dislike when people do that because it's way harder to defend when they're up a lot of elixir. If they play like the middle of the ground and they're like, yeah, you know what, screw it, I'll defend, I'm down, and they eat the deficit, that's the best spot for bridge spam decks because you don't really have to worry too much with Goblin Hut, but if they do somehow get up like 6 elixir, sometimes you're screwed. I'm gonna go in for Archers again split just because it's a safe bet and I want to get to the evolution. Also, I can go Boss Bandit right side, but I don't really need to since we're already up so much damage. I think one of the bigger things that I've seen people do to throw games is when they're ahead, they try to take the other tower, they try to get even further ahead, and it's like, you know, you could just make them make the play. Oh, wait, let's Fireball here. And then the Boss Bandit tanks? How is he expecting to defend this? Legitimately, the Boss Bandit's just OP. This zap is a little bit silly. That zap was a little bit silly. Not my best work. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably wasn't thinking, but you guys know the plan. It's always Boss Bandit for the dub. So we go Royal Ghost, Battle Ram, Wall Breakers on one side. I don't think I've done this before, but we're going to see how it goes. I can also Fireball, but I think that the Archer is going to do enough that I don't have to worry too much. Oh, you know what I could do? I could use Boss Bandit latch onto the Zappy, force extra elixir. Oh, I didn't know he had that. Wait, there's no way. The boss bandit's still alive. How is that thing still alive? I should have probably popped the ability. I'm not used to how overpowered it is, so I'm not even abusing it to its full fact. I don't know, like its full factive form. I don't even know what I was trying to say there, but it could have done more is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, what do we do? Just boss bandit again, left side? He's going to giant skeleton it. Oh, he's going to giant skeleton. Yeah, he's going to giant skeleton all in. You know what? I don't think he can defend this. I have a suspicion you're dead to boss bandit here, bro. I have a sneaking suspicion you're dead to that. Please? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. It's going to be close. Oh my goodness. It took the tower before the fireball went. I was covering my face with my hands because I did not want to hand him that L there, guys. That would have been one of the biggest throws in Clash Royale history. With this diabolical boss bandit deck, steals every win, even from our own fireball. Okay, we are playing against a top 771 player. That was one of the sketchiest games I've ever won, and I feel like this hipster is ready to just go and hammer down some damage if he gets any opportunity. Usually people from this clan are pretty darn good, so I have to focus a little bit more. Also, I want to go in for a boss bandit in the same side as the knight, just because boss bandit wins every bridge battle because of how high health it has. Even after nerf, you know, like 3% does nothing. This thing's still stupidly strong. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know what Clash Royale is doing. Maybe they want their money, but Boss Bandit, it's not even funny how strong this card is. Look at it. It's still alive. He dropped an Ice Spirit. Is he going to force to be drop a Knight? Yeah, of course. I could have clicked the ability, but it just didn't come down in time because he Ice Spirited. Well played, well played. See, I'm trying to drop the ability now. I'm trying to abuse the full force of it. Anyway, I could zap. Nah. We pulled back the Knight, though. It's still a decent transaction. And we did a lot of damage on the left side. Sick. So the only downside about this matchup is we're playing against a log bait. We have zap, so matchup kind of sucks. It is what it is. We're bound to have a difficult matchup one time, you know? The other one seemed a little bit easier. Anyway, I don't want to defend with zap because then it just puts me at a deficit and I get counter pushing cards whenever I go for a Rail Ghost or Archers or something like that. So prefer to do that, to be honest. We're going to go and drop our Archers with our Battle Ram and see if we can kill his Princess. And then we get an Evolved Ice Spear, which is hilarious. I don't think that's good. He's going to have to go Goblin Gang, right? No, he's going to zap? Log? Okay, sure. I forgot. A lot of these people don't actually have zap when they're running log bait. I was looking at my spell. I'm like, zap? Where's your zap? I was like, you got to copy me, bro. I don't know what I was thinking, but we're going to go for a zap here. And the boss bandit's going to force an entire arsenal of elixir. Like, he had to go for his Goblin Barrel evolution. And then the boss bandit's still alive. I'm not going to click the ability because then I would lock off of the tower and I would get less damage in the aggregate because he would defend and block it with a Knight or like a Goblin Gang or an Ice Spear. It'd just be worse. A lot of people get pretty antsy with their abilities and it's not the right decision. Oh, he's going to Princess probably. So let's go in for a Battle Ram. So then he can't like snipe our Archers. What a Fireball here. Oh, he's trying to get one Princess shot on the Archer and he still doesn't get it. That's hilarious. The Archer's still there. The Archer's still there. Oh my gosh, this is a fully fledged Wing Condition. He has to respect it much more with the Knight, and then he's going to Ice Spirit. I think that the Wall Breakers die, unfortunately, now. But it's still fine. We're going to go Royal Ghost. You guys know how it is. We're going to eat a little bit of damage. Doesn't matter too much to me. And I think we can go for the Big Boss Bandit energy. So we're going to go for a Zapperino. Go for our Archers. Maybe go for a Battle Ram here if we can lock into the Inferno Tower like I think we will. If we don't, I'd be surprised. Okay. We have 50% HP. We're just going to go backward again. And then the Archer doesn't get a hit. But the Boss Bandit's still alive. The Boss Bandit is still alive. Somehow still alive at 1 HP. It's not even funny how good that thing is. All right, we're going to go throw down Wall Breakers because we're going to force an Ice Spirit and a Log. He can't just do one thing. Otherwise, he's dead. He's going to probably go Princess, or we're going to predict it with a Royal Ghost. Oh, I thought he would go Princess to try to snipe that. Damn. I thought he was about it. Archers will not hit, so I have to zap for the first time. Damn, that sucks. Not a good trade ever. We hate to see it. If Princess is the bridge, we could maybe do some other shenanigans. Or we could do something like this. Boss Bandit for the Battle Ram because he doesn't have Inferno Tower in cycle. He's going to have to rock it, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, my guy. And then the Boss Bandit's still alive. And then we can go for Wall Breakers. So the cool thing here is this is going to have a Barbarian tanking, so it's way harder for him to stop. We are staying on top. We're going to go for Royal Ghost here because I bet you he goes Princess. Just trying to snipe that every chance I get. And then, ooh, this is looking a little bit more dicey because the matchup is not desirable. If you're ever playing against someone that has log bait and you do not have any way of killing the Goblin Barrel, it is tough. It is tragic at times, one would say. All right. I wonder if we could just, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yep. Sure, why don't we just steal another win, Boss Bandit? Fair and balanced. Balances the odds of winning in your favor every time. That's my favorite type of card. Boss Bandit is hard carrying bridge spam and my medals. Okay, so this guy's got Peck in the banner and Splash Moon Clan. So I don't have that much splash in my deck, but we have great ways of countering Witch, especially Fireball plus Zap. So let me show you my splash damage, brother. You're not gonna go and stack up too much stuff, but I would like to have that happen eventually. Usually the higher we get, the better people play, so the less likely they are gonna be making mistakes. But Boss Bandit can make them make mistakes because they don't wanna see it, you know? Wait, I can kill the knight, I'm pretty sure, and then it's gonna lock onto the tower, so he just uses bowler, but that's a silly bowler. That's a silly bowler, boy! You just didn't have elixir. Even though you dropped knight, you did not have enough to stop us, sir. All right, so I want to split archers, and I also want to split wall breakers in front of the bowler. Then the bowler just hits nothing. This bowler is so useless! I love it, I love it, I love it. So this Royal Ghost is dumb too, because he's gonna activate King Tower. Oh, never mind! He went in for a Goblin Hut. Pizza Hut time, brother. We're gonna eat you. Oh, wait, why is that? How is that not hitting the spear goblins? Isn't that whack? It felt like the wax would hit the spear goblins, but it didn't. You know what? Time to gobble you up with our own Goblin Hut. And then your skeletons are actually gonna help me. I'm pretty sure we're gonna spawn more stuff. And then we're gonna get him to go in for a bowler. Go bowler, go bowler. That's a baby dragon. That's not, it was close. It was still something with a B, but it wasn't the thing we wanted to see, my guy. All right, bowler is gonna be on the right, 100%. That is gonna be our delight. Okay, beautiful. Then we go and pop the ability, we go backward, and then we throw down our big baby dragon counter of doom, which is the battle ram. Bro has an electric giant deck, 100%, right? There's no shot it isn't. Okay, this is really bad. How many spear goblins did he stack up? What the heck, game? How does he have that? I think I just lose. Is there any way I win this? What am I supposed to do? I can't really kill the knight. The knight's gonna kill my archers. I'm gonna feel like a fool. Wait, never mind. Never mind, not that bad. It's not that deep, my dudes. It's not that deep. If we go wall breakers and we have 2 evolutions. Okay, that looks so awkward looking at the archers in the battle ram, how they were formed, but if you know, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go for a Boss Bandit here so we don't get mauled by a baby dragon. And then I'm trying to go in for a zap on the skeleton so we can maybe gobble up the hut because I hate that thing right now. I mean, I'm the one playing it, so I'm part of the problem. I really, truly am. But there's no other way. You have to use it and abuse it or you're gonna die to it. Okay, why is this? Wait, he cycled his bowler. I don't know if he's trying to jabait me right now. I don't know if he's trying to jabait me right now. Oh, he's definitely trying to jabait me. There's no way this is smart, but I have to do the peak brain rot. I have to do the peak brain rot. There's no other play. I got to go in with the Boss Bandit today. We're gonna go archer. He's gonna electric giant me, right? Why didn't he E-giant? Why didn't he E-giant? Can we get away with just like a Royal Ghost on a bowler? Yeah, I think so. And then he cycles his bowler, so we go back to a battle ram, but then he's back to a Goblin Hut, and that sucks for me. Oh, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, we got barbs on the tower. We have achieved a connection. Okay. All right, run away. All right, we're gonna go for Boss Bandit again. Heck, a Royal Ghost on this. This feels so silly. Oh my goodness. Let's go, archers. Just one shot the spear goblins. Kill everything. I'm gonna battle ram on the right because we forced out the bowler. This is our moment. This is the only opportunity we have to win. This needs to do everything. I go to fireball, and then I think I take the dub. There's no shot. You're stopping the pencil. Penciltration is too good, guys. You've got to start playing the battle ram. And Clash Royale has got to make a pencil battle ram skin. I would pay infinite gems. Look at my freaking account right now. 84,000 gems for one battle ram skin. I have a simple dream. Clash Royale, make this meme happen.
Look at this money. I've never seen $1 million in cash in my life.
Boss Bandit, dash the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.